How y'all doing tonight? I am Destroyer, your coach of the Washington Wake Pokemon Draft League team. Tonight we are doing our Week 2 battle with Soldu Association, and our matchup is versus the champion of last season, Sydney Slowkings, coached by Frobe. Never fought him before. Definitely a little bit nervous to fight against a champion, but excited as well to see what he's got. Let's have a look at our teams. Major threats for him. Iron Moth has given me problems in other drafts. His Tera Hoopa Unbound is very, very scary. So that's one of the things I'm kind of most focused on with the team that I've built. Great physical and special walls with Avalugg and with Florges. Good utility mons and pivots with Rotom and Cobalion. He's got Tornadus, which can do heavy-duty boots. It can do assault vest. It can be offensive, defensive, and with regenerator and pivot moves, it can be really annoying. Can't forget about Terra Captain Slitherwing. They can hit like a truck. Toadscroll can be very annoying. It is the sole ground type or electric immunity here that could cause some issues with my desire to pivot freely with Volt Switch. And of course Klefki. Klefki is one that if you forget about it, it'll really punish you. It can do dual screens, it can do Trick Room, it can do spikes, and it can do Thunder Wave. Let's take a look at how we're going to try and counter this team. First mon I'm bringing is Sydney Slowkings mascot, Glow King. Chilly Reception, and I'm going with 3 attacks on this one. Oftentimes it's pretty passive. It can be taunt bait. People can set up on it with a substitute. I've got a Colbur Berry just in case I'm stuck up against his Hoopa at some point and having to eat a dark type move. This will give me a prayer at least to survive one hit and maybe get something going. Next up we have our Timid Nature Booster Energy, but also slightly beefy Iron Bundle. With these EVs, it should outspeed his whole team unboosted, and with Booster Energy, it should outspeed his whole team no matter what. I want him to be fast. I thought about going with no Booster Energy, but I'm a little bit worried that he's going to have a Scarf on something. He could potentially have a Scarf on his Hoopa and just be tearing through my team. This will give me a chance to at least come in and attack it, or to set up an Aurora Veil. Would really like to get an Aurora Veil set up off of Slowking's Chilly Reception at some point, and that may enable me to pull off some potential win conditions here. Next up we have Thundurus. We're going with Terra Fairy. No Terra Blast, but we're using Terra Fairy just as a defensive move. Defensive Terra. We don't really have a whole lot of great defensive Terras with Thundi here, and so this is the best. He's got a couple of mon with dark or fighting moves, as well as Slitherwing that has First Impression. This will resist all of those and maybe give it Thundi a chance to survive something. Volt Switch, Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt, main attacks here. He's got one mon that's resistive to Thunderbolt or is immune, and it's also a grass type. So Sludge Bomb will do a significant amount of damage to his Toadscroll if he switches that in. Brick Break, just because I felt like I needed to have it on one mon. He has his Klefki that can be dual screens, and I have to have a way to deal with that. So that's what that is. We're doing Choice Scarf. Just enough speed. Well, actually it needs to be max speed, but with Modest it has just enough speed, being max speed, to outspeed his Rotom in case his Rotom is Choice Scarf, which is a common set for Rotom. Fortress is coming back again. Max defense, max HP, heavy duty boots to make sure that we can keep our sturdy intact. Volt Switch for momentum, Body Press for damage, Rapid Spin for general utility, and Thunder Wave. I actually was going to go with Stealth Rock originally, but just wanted some options to be a little bit less passive. A lot of things can switch in pretty easily onto Fortress, but most of them do not want to eat a Thunder Wave on their way in, so that'll just give us an option to deal with some of his mon. Potentially, if something is just really going hard against us, we can come in with Sturdy in our boots. We can take at least one hit and get one move off. Being able to do a Thunder Wave and paralyze a threat could be a way to slow down and stop that potentially. Next up, we have Kyurem. We're kind of looking at this to be our primary win condition if things go right. Would love to have an Aurora Veil up and be able to come in with Kyurem and get a Dragon Dance or two off. I think if we can get 2 Dragon Dances off, it's enough to get most of his team. 1 Dragon Dance can handle most of his team between Icicle Spear and Scale Shot. The one mon that's really causing problems for us is Cobalion. Being a steel type, it resists both Icicle Spear and Scale Shot. Even with a jolly nature and no investment, Focus Blast is able to 2KO Cobalion, and depending on his EV spread and item, it'll do anywhere from around half to 3/4 damage. Last up, we have Barraskewda. We got Tera Water on it. There's no rain for Barraskewda this week, but even without rain, Barraskewda is faster than my opponent's entire team, assuming that they're unboosted and not scarfed. So we're going with Adamant. We have Swift Swim just because its other ability is completely useless unless you're in doubles. And again, just enough speed to outspeed everything that he has if it's unboosted. Flip Turn for momentum, Liquidation, Aqua Jet, just in case he does have something scarfed or boosted. One example there is if he brings Iron Moth, which I certainly would expect he would. It'll be faster with the scarf, or it'll be faster with Booster Energy. Booster Energy is very common with it. Aqua Jet with Choice Band and Tera will OHKO his Iron Moth, regardless of its speed. Most his team doesn't respond really well to water type moves. He does have Rotom. Rotom can eat some water moves, but we can Flip Turn to just gain momentum on Rotom. We can do Close Combat, which depending again on its EV spread, will do probably about half damage to a lot of sets. If he goes max physical bulk, maybe less than that, but doing a significant amount of damage to it. And yeah, that's who we've got this week, and let's get into the match and see how well it all works out. Okay, it is time to fight. Looks like he's brought both of his Tera captains with Hoopa Unbound and Slitherwing. Hoopa can be Fairy, Fighting, or Ghost, and Slitherwing can be Bug, Water, or Steel. Okay. Trying to think my best move here. I think I'm going to start out with Thundy. He didn't bring a ground type, which is good for Thundy. If it's a bad matchup, I can Volt Switch out into something else and do a little bit of chip. Choice Scarf should be faster than anything that he has. That's not also boosted, of course. Okay, Hoopa Unbound. Very scary stuff there. Wonder if he'll Tera immediately or not. Tempted to just go for the U-turn here. I'm guessing it kills me if I don't. So I don't have a U-turn. Okay. Who do I want to go into, though? I'm going to go into, I think, Fortress. Hoping maybe I can take a hit. Let's just go for that and see what he does. He Teras. Okay. So good thing I didn't have U-turn, I guess. It's Tera Fairy. Okay. Whew, that did not do jack. I'm kind of guessing he's Assault Vest on this thing. Bring in Fortress. Damn! Heavy duty boots are gone. Let's see what he's got. Kind of just got to stay in, I think. Probably going to kill me with something here. He could have Fire Punch, he could have anything. But I just need to stay in at this point, because if I switch out, chances are I'm going to die. I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave, I think. If I do live, that'll be my best way to slow him down a little bit here. Okay, he's got Fire Punch. So we at least know that he's not a choice item. Bring in Barraskewda. I forgot to see, did he actually bring his... Doesn't actually have a resistance to water at the moment, or at all. He's already used his Tera, so he will not go Tera Water on his Slither. So I think, I don't know how much it's going to do, but I'm going to stay in Tera Water and Liquidation here. Okay, he gets out of here. Brings in Klefki. We don't know. What is Klefki going to do? Thunder Wave is a big risk. So if we can't kill him here, which I don't think we can, we need to get out. Whew. Good little chunk there. Defense falls. Great. Got a Rocky Helmet on it. Okay. And... no reason not to go back to Thunderous here. He could set up screens, he could go for Thunder Wave. Got Brick Break, just in case he goes for screens here. If he goes for Thunder Wave, I can just go for Volt Switch or just start attacking. Goes for Reflect, okay. Just gonna go for the Brick Break here. Hopefully it KOs through the screens. See if he stays in or not. Don't think he's got a Ghost. Okay, we at least get Klefki out of here. Did not allow the screens to go up. We do have a layer of spikes, which is annoying. Unfortunately, we've already lost our Fortress. Okay, he brings this thing back out again, because of course it can apply immense pressure on anything that I have. What do I do here? I'm trying to decide how badly do I need to keep Thunderous at this point. Do I just stay in and sacrifice it, or do I go into something else? Because pretty much anything that I switch into, it's gonna be a risk of being KO'd. So I think... It's tough. Okay. I think I'm just going to stay in and kind of sacrifice Thunderous here. So thanks, Thundy. Obviously, I have a choice item now. What does he do? Knock off. That, of course, is enough to kill. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again. Bring in Barraskewda, which will allow me again to, I believe, either KO him here or to KO anything that he brings in. So, does he stay in with this thing? Does he switch out? I'm trying to decide, should I go flip turn? Or should I just hammer away here with liquidation. Let me see. Who do I have? Okay. Alright. We're just going to stay in and hit away with liquidation. I think that's our best shot here. Okay, withdraws. Slitherwing maybe? Who's lift? Damn! Okay. Honestly, I kind of wanted that thing to stay alive because that would have allowed me to switch in Slowking afterwards. I'd like to be able to get Slowking in safely, but it's not really easy versus who he's got left here. Brings in Cobalion, okay. Kind of expect a Volt switch here, but what can I do about that? Not a whole lot. I can stay in and maybe try and 2KO this thing. Let me think ahead a little bit here. So if he does do Volt Switch, it probably kills me. Then he can come in with his Tera Hoopa again. I think I just stay in and do some damage here. That might be a bad idea, but because I think that his Hoopa is within KO range for an Icicle Spear, probably from Kyurem. Okay, we're just gonna stay in and do some chip. If he does a Volt Switch, okay, we'll at least have. Okay, he goes for Stealth Rock. Okay. That's fine, actually. Go for another one. Keep the pressure on. No reason not to. Get rid of Cobalion here. Kind of would expect him to bring in Iron Moth if it's booster energy. Roach, okay, or Slitherwing, because obviously he can threaten with a first impression here. So, if he does do a first impression, it will kill me. Then I can come in afterwards with something else. Or I'm trying to think, do I save my... I think I need to save this thing still. I'm going to hard switch into Slowking here. It's going to hurt me. I'm sure it is. Let's see what it does. Earthquake is kind of worst case scenario for us. First impression, I think we can tank one. Does a hell of a lot there. Okay. I think he's choice banned based on that. What just happened there. So, he needs to switch out if that's the case. I'm going to go Chili. Or should I catch something coming in? No, I need to go Chili. I cannot apply enough pressure on the stuff coming in. So Chili it is, and let's see who he brings in. Or I'm just wrong. Okay. He is not choice banned. That just really hurt. So unfortunately, Slowking is dead. That kind of ruins my plan to set Veil up. I'm really kind of hoping that his Moth is not choice something. This has got to be his Moth. Choice something or booster energy. Booster did not go off. So we come back in with Barraskewda here. Hope it's not a choice scarf. Again, trying to think ahead a little bit here. Would really like to keep this thing alive. Kind of thinking, do I flip turn here? I might as well flip turn, really. So if I flip turn and he stays in, I'll be able to kill his moth if he's not choice scarf. Then do I come in with bundle or do I come in with Kyurem? I think I come in with Kyurem. Don't be choice scarf, don't be choice scarf. Okay, come on, don't be sash either. Whew, okay. So if I come in with bundle, bundle can do absolutely nothing to his... bundle can't do jack to his Hoopa. It also is not going to be able to KO his Slitherwing here. I believe I should outspeed either of them and be able to do at least some decent chunking with Icicle Spear. Okay. Let's go for it with Icicle Spear. Okay, I think that's going to be enough to kill. Beautiful. What I don't know at this point is, can he KO me with first impression? I kind of don't think he can, but we'll find out here shortly. I don't think I will kill him either, but if I can get a hit off on him. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Goes for the close combat. We already established that this thing is not choice. So, I think we can just come in here and KO with the liquidation. Alright, and that should be a good game. Fun match, scary team, good game to the Sydney Slowkings, and we'll see you guys next time.